So I've been wanting to do a video, Yu-Gi-Oh based video, after the creator of the anime tragically passed away, and I wanted to do this video sooner, but I wanted to get caught up on some Patreon videos and personal stuff in my life going on. You know how it goes. But now we're finally here. I decided to do this video as a fun little video. Of just and I've always wanted to do one of these, but I'm never good at this. I'm never good at deep dive into it, because the problem is that you can see from the title what decks, or whatever the fuck I'm gonna call this, what Yu-Gi-Oh decks would the cast of RWBY have. And yeah, I know I'm not the biggest RWBY fan after how last season played out. I don't even I'm just gonna let Jason, my friend Jason, watch the new season when it finally comes out, and then I'll talk about it. If he says it's good, go check it out. Then I'll check it out. But that last season shit the bed. But I always wanted to do what if this person had a Yu-Gi-Oh card deck, or what if these guys were Pokemon trainers? I always wanted to do that, but here's the thing. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh always make new stuff, and shocker, I don't play those games anymore. In fact, I didn't even play them all. I was more of a collector. I collected the cards more than playing the game. Well, actually, no, I did play Yu-Gi-Oh for a hot minute. But I never played Pokemon. And I don't even keep up with the news show. I'm one of those assholes who's there's only 151 Pokemon and we liked it. So I was just a filthy millennial. I was just a filthy fucking millennial when it came to everything else. That's why I never did this, but I figured Yu-Gi-Oh would probably work if I could just do the bare basics of everything here. So yeah. So here we are. Yu-Gi-Oh! What Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks would RWBY characters have? It would be kind of basic, really. I'm not gonna go through every card because I don't know all the fucking cards now. Even a lot of cards I used to own, or I can't fucking remember that one, or what the fuck that one does. So, yep, here we go. So, basically, in this, let's start with RWBY first. Now, RWBY would be interesting because I think RWBY would have, would definitely have a warrior deck. I think she'd definitely have a warrior, and probably there's a few crystal cards as well. So I think actually she'd probably have a lot of elemental heroes. I think she'd definitely have a straight up elemental hero deck. Straight up E-Hero deck from GX. That would definitely be her wheelhouse. So absolutely that. For Blake, Blake would definitely have a beast and beast warrior deck. Definitely very top heavy, not top heavy, but more summoning stuff. Actually, no, that'd be Weiss. Weiss would definitely have the spellcaster, ice themed summoning deck. That would be the one where I sacrifice this, I summon this, I sacrifice that, I summon this, oh, here's a magic card. So that would be Weiss. But getting back to Blake, Blake would definitely have a very beast warrior heavy deck. That would be the major thing, is that would be this very aggressive kind of play. Same with Yang. Yang would definitely have a warrior, a straight up warrior deck. Straight up, I'm just here to knock out life points, fuck the defense, I go all offense. Typical Yang. That's really it, is that it would definitely be typical Yang right there. A Yang Xiaolong right there. So getting into other characters, I would say, let's move on for funsies, Ironwood. Ironwood would have a straight-up machine deck. Just not even, it would definitely be a straight-up, machine summoner deck. Straight-up, here, this is, heavy machine, and definitely have, Machine King in the deck. Probably, probably a lot like Bandit Keith's, but a lot more a lot more cybernetic, kind of a mixture of what the fuck was that asshole's name from GX? Chaz? Was it? He was Chaz. So probably like a more streamlined like mixture of like Chaz and Keith's deck from Yu-Gi-Oh. It would definitely be like something like that. Like no doubt in my mind, it would be like something of that degree. So moving on to Cinder. Cinder would be interesting because I think Cinder would definitely have a spellcaster. I didn't talk about Weiss. Holy shit. Actually, no, I did talk about Weiss. I'm sorry. It's been a day. It's been a day. Anyway, so as I was saying, moving on to Cinder. Cinder would be interesting because I kind of imagine her card deck would probably be along the same lines as like Weiss, but the difference would be that she would be more fire deck and probably some fiends in there too. Definitely a fire and fiend type deck, and I could definitely see her also having some, also very much like summoning and also very trap card heavy. Actually, no, I take that back because someone else would be on here who's very trap card heavy, but I do see her as more magic and like summon and sacrifice kind of deck. But that's Cinder, who I think what kind of deck Cinder would have. Roman would kind of have like a gambler's deck, a lot like Joey's, but more like an evil version of Joey's, where he would like have a lot of cards that would be based on chance, like a lot of his cards would be based on like chance and gambling and stuff like that, and he would definitely be the one to have a very trap card heavy deck. Like that thing would be so loaded with traps, you'd think that the deck touching the deck would set off a mouse trap. Like that's the kind of thing I kind of imagine Roman having. And I also think Neo would probably have the same kind of deck because she bases herself so much on Roman. So I kind of imagine Neo would probably have the same kind of similar deck type to him, to Roman as well. As for others, I would say Crow would be... I think Crow would be very fiend heavy. I think it's going to sound weird, but I think he'd have like... More, actually, no, I take that back. He'd be more, would be more spellcaster. Definitely more, like, spellcaster. I could definitely see Dark Magician in his deck. I could absolutely see, like, Dark Magician in his deck rotation. Probably also some Fiends in there, too. Just saying. I also think his cards would be kind of, like, gambling and luck-based, too. As for Raven... Raven would probably have some Beast Warriors and definitely be some Beast Warrior heavy as well as Warrior type heavy. Like kind of like, again, her daughter, it would be very like just aggressive and very like less defense and more offense than anything else. For Watts would have a straight up machine deck. He would have a straight up machine deck. I kind of also imagine he would have Blue Eyes Cyber Dragon as his main card. Absolutely would have that. A lot like, very much like Ironwood's would be machine heavy, but his would be also like soldier based. Whereas everything would be coldly calculated in Watts' deck. For Tyrion, it'd be Fiends. It'd be straight up Fiends and also some insects too. Again, going with that Scorpion vibe he's got going on. Hazel would be Warrior. Hazel would be another Warrior one, but I do think his would be more like a mixture of Warrior and Summoner. I think that would be the best way to look at it. I don't know what... I can't really think of one for Emerald and Mercury, and I'm not going to name everyone because I gotta have someone... I gotta give you guys some characters to think of down in the comments. I would say Salem. Let's get to Salem real quick. Salem would be a straight up Fiend and Dark type deck. It would be straight up like shit from your nightmares kind of thing. Like very much like Bakura's deck. Yeah, straight up like Bakura's deck. Maybe some zombies too. Also some spellcasters. Like it would all be like Dark type. It would all be like shit from your nightmares. Yep, Adam, I imagine, would probably have a warrior, another warrior type deck, but his would be more like, I think a lot of it would be based on swordsman's as well. I definitely think Darkblade would be his main card. Anyway, so there you go, guys. I know I didn't name every character, but like I said, you guys in the comments gotta have some cards too, you know, some decks too. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what kind of deck, Yu-Gi-Oh decks, with the RWBY RWBY characters have. Just comment below, let me know. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this. If you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, and maybe if this does well, I might do this again with other characters. But anyway, other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in Multiverse.